Prime Minister Netanyahu held talks with world leaders in New York on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. Netanyahu met Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky for the first time against the backdrop of tense relations since the start of Russia's 2022 invasion. Both sides described the talks as positive. Despite a history of mutual animosity, Netanyahu met for the first time with Turkish President Erdogan. The two leaders reportedly discussed the efforts to normalize relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Before the meeting, Erdogan told reporters he supported the Biden administration initiative to broker an Israeli-Saudi deal, saying it would lower tensions in the region. Netanyahu and Erdogan also agreed to coordinate mutual visits in the near future. Later today, Netanyahu will hold talks with U.S. President Joe Biden. Ahead of his meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu, President Biden told the UN General Assembly that Washington is working toward Israel's normalization and the two-state solution. Biden said that the U.S. is working to establish normalization between Israel and Arab countries and for peace between Israel and the Palestinians. The U.S. president said the aim is to make the Middle East a more cohesive and stable region and that economic ties with the Jewish state bring positive results to its neighbors. There have been a series of deadly clashes between IDF security forces and Palestinian terrorists in Judea, Samaria, and the Gaza border. There were no reports of IDF injuries during the incidents. This morning, a gunman was killed after being shot by IDF soldiers amid clashes in Akbat Jabbar near Jericho. The latest clash came after 4 armed Palestinians were killed in clashes with Israeli forces in Jenin last night. About 30 others were wounded during the fighting in northern Samaria. A number of suspects were arrested by the Israeli forces. Earlier, 1 Palestinian was killed amid riots along the Gaza border. 11 Palestinians were reportedly wounded during a 3rd straight day of rioting on the border.
So we know the news is volatile and fast-paced, and we want to let you know that ILTV's new app is now available. So if you want to stay connected to the latest news from Israel, the Middle East, and the Jewish world, download our app now on all your devices. It's available in the App Store for both Android and iPhone.